Hello, my name is Ben, and on this YouTube channel I document my own print-on-demand journey. Today I'd like to talk about Etsy ads. If you saw my previous videos on this, you might remember that I tested how Etsy ads would work for me. So I used a budget of $5 per day and wanted to see what happens, just as an experiment and just to see if it works or not, to be able to comment on that and to let you know if Etsy ads are worth it or not. I mean, there are obviously various factors. It depends on the kinds of products you're selling and so on. But, on just a standard print-on-demand shop with just t-shirts, I wanted to try how it works if I spend up to $5 per day on ads. As you can see here, this was when I started the ads, and this was on the 30th of January. So I had 50 visits on that day, and this is actually the highest number of visits I ever had on a single day. And I was very happy on that day because, for me, it showed that it works. I get a lot of visits. On that day, I also had a lot of people who liked my designs. I also, I think, had a follower, a new follower of my shop, not only of a design. And since then, it's been dropping a little bit and then stayed on the same level for a couple of weeks, but still a lot higher than it used to be in the beginning of January. We had this weird spike here towards actually before I started the ads. I don't really know what that was. I think I launched just a lot of designs on that day, but then it dropped after that. And then, it started again on the 30th, pretty much when I started the ads. So I was quite happy with the additional views that I received. And then on the 15th or the 16th, I stopped the ads. As you can see here, my conversion rate is 1.1%. I had 9 orders in total since I started my 9 orders this year. And I started my print-on-demand shop in the middle of December. I had 855 total visits and made revenue of £94. This is of course not where I wanted to be. It needs to be much higher, but bear in mind, I pretty much only started a couple of months ago on Etsy and really, didn't have anything to do with Etsy before that. So let's come to the ads. So in terms of ads, as you can see here, my campaign is currently paused. I made $28.52 from my campaign. This is not profit. This is just revenue. I had 43,000 views of my ads, and the views are really just, I think, when someone's scrolling over the website or the page, and it doesn't mean that they actually click on my product, but I had 158 clicks on my ads, and from that resulted 2 orders. And again, my budget was $5, and I actually, when I turned off the campaign, I spent $45 on ads. So I pretty much lost money on that. I'm honest with you. I'm not impressed. I thought it would be better. I pretty much need to add to that the designs or the products that I was advertising, they were the ones that already were clicked on most of the time anyway, because my intention was they are already quite popular. They work. Maybe I had a couple of sales already from them, and I just wanted to make sure that other people see them as well. Because my idea was, they are already popular, they work for me, and they sell. So just bring them to a wider audience and make them stick out on the Etsy website so that I get more clicks. And as you can see, I had a lot of clicks through these ads, and I had 2 orders, but again, I spent much more on the ads. A few things to say then. However, I had since then a lot of people who actually favorited my designs. They liked my designs. And also I have now a couple of followers who actually follow my shop, which I didn't have before. And as I said, a lot of people liked my designs, so they might decide to buy in the future. However, overall, I think it wasn't worth it. I think had I spent that money, the $45, just on launching new products, I probably would have gained more sales from that. And that is pretty much what I said. I think I did a video in the beginning of January as well, where I already considered, do I use ads? Do I try it or not? And at the time, in the beginning of January, I decided not to go with ads because this is pretty much what I assumed back then. That I said, I could spend that money on ads and might get a few more sales, or I could just invest that money and create a few more a few more listings on Etsy, which will then also hopefully result in more sales, because I have more products online, and this might even be a design which other people like. So it might actually take off, and I might get quite a lot of sales from that. So I think, I would have, this pretty much confirms it. So I think pretty much I should have spent that money on new listings. But on the other side, I wanted to try it. I like to experiment with things when I'm on a platform like this. I really want to understand what works and what doesn't work. And, I'm not really worried about this money. It is a learning, and it was good for me to know, because there are also a few other videos of other people who tested this, and they pretty much confirmed it wasn't working. But I wanted to test it for myself, wanted to try it for myself. And I think these other people who made these other videos, I think weren't necessarily in print on demand. So, however, pretty much I don't really recommend the ads. I don't really know in which scenario it would work. If it worked for you in the past, I would be highly interested in, just understanding what worked for you. So if you tried Etsy ads before, and if it worked, and also if it didn't work, please comment in the comment section. I'd be very interested, because obviously I lost some money on it, even though I knew it might actually happen. I pretty much saw this after the first week already, but I wanted to try it for 2 or 3 weeks just to see. But then I thought, before I lose any more money, nothing else will change, so I'd rather stop. I know that Etsy, actually, they recommend you should let it run for 30 days. But to be honest, I don't know what would have happened in the next 2 weeks, because I would probably just have lost money as well. So it was probably the best decision to stop it. So I just want to give you this update video. I mean, by all means, you can try it for yourself, but I will definitely not use Etsy ads again. It didn't work for me. Lost some money. Yeah, maybe I got a few followers and so on from that. And maybe in the long run, it might pay off if these people who saw one of my designs during this ad period, they put it into their favorited design list. And, maybe in the future they buy it because of that. And then maybe I won't have lost money in the future. Maybe it will pay off in the end, but it didn't have the impact I thought, so I won't use it again. So hopefully it was a useful video. I hope you liked it. If you did, then please smash the like button. And if you want to follow me on my print on demand journey, then please subscribe to the channel. Thanks a lot for watching, and see you in the next video. Bye.